How are you, sir?
I am
How was your
wonderful.
night?
My night was.
Yes. We were in the same restaurant by happenstance last
Yes.
night, but you didn't come over and say hello. We were.
Sometimes you don't want to interrupt.
I told you to interrupt. As a matter of fact, Squeeze, little Nicky, he posts on Instagram. And by the way, this is the Brad and Squeeze Show. Welcome.
Oh, that's what it is? The
Yeah.
Brad and Squeeze
Yes,
show where
yes,
people
welcome.
get
Yes.
immigration questions
Yes,
answered
it
by
is.
calling 1-800-LawLink?
Yes, it
Oh.
is. So Squeeze was in the same restaurant as me last night. And I'm with another person.
Does that other
Okay.
person have a name?
Not important.
Not important.
It's a female.
Well, at least I am important, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm with a female, little Nikki,
Yes.
eating dinner.
But why do you have to distinguish whether or not it was a male or a female? Does it matter?
Yes. It
With
does
me,
matter. It matters with lots of people. So
Why does it matter if it's a
doesn't
male or
matter.
a female?
I was with a female, just putting it out there in the world.
Okay.
And so I'm with a
I
female.
mean, you can have dinner with anyone.
Right, and the young lady goes to the restroom to, I guess, freshen up or whatever you women do in the restroom. So I pull out my phone.
This guy's funny. Whatever women do in the restroom.
I don't know. Don't they spend like 30 minutes in there? I have no idea. You know, I know it doesn't take 30
They
minutes.
come out smelling like roses.
Yeah, I know it doesn't
Gotta
take.
freshen up.
I know it doesn't take 30 minutes, right?
It doesn't take 30
It doesn't
minutes.
take, but
It's a little-
they spend 30 minutes there.
I don't know what kind of
I don't know.
ladies you're dealing with that spend 30 minutes
Maybe
in the
I'm
Maybe exaggerate.
exaggerating. But it seems
Maybe
like they spent a
time
lot.
slows down based on what you were
10
doing.
at the most.
Maybe it just seems like they spent an exorbitant amount of time for the actual purpose of actually going to the bathroom. So whatever it is, so there's an exorbitant amount of time being spent in the restroom.
Yep.
I guess the makeup bag comes out and whatever they do. So I pull out my phone, and there I see this big smiling grin, huge smiling grin. Says, "Oh, I'm eating by myself." So or something, right? Whatever it says on
Yeah.
Instagram, right? Wait, I gotta pull it up. One sec. What is your Instagram? What's it called? What are you? You are David, I guess David Squeeze Annakie?
Yeah.
All right, so there. I pull up David Squeeze Annakie. Oh, there's his smiling picture. And everyone can go look now. It's at David Squeeze Annakie. And I pull up his Instagram. And there he says, sometimes a single man
It's not so.
is not so single, and he's sitting there drinking by himself. And it was a very, very cool picture, except you left your glasses in the picture.
Yeah, that's okay.
You need the glasses out of the picture. Somebody took that picture for you, obviously.
Obviously.
Obviously, that was not a selfie. So you asked maybe one of the
This beautiful Ecuadorian girl.
beautiful wait staff.
Oh, she's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
So any event, I put down I'm here too, and at that point my female guest returns, and I stand up in the restaurant. I look all over the place for you, and I say, "Hey, my friend is here," and she says, "Invite him over." I said, "Yeah, I would." I said, "I don't see him."
You don't want me over, man.
Of course, I want you over. What do I care? So
You're not
So then-
could have gone a different direction with me over.
I don't care. So I even take like a quick. I didn't do a whole 360 in the restaurant,
Just took a small walk.
but I took a small walk to see if like I peek in, and then I said, you know what? It wouldn't be nice after she left me for like 10 minutes to go like find you, and then I knew I would start like talking to you.
Right.
So then took a quick peek. I'm like, do you see? I'd wave you over, but then you weren't there. But you don't look at you leave an Instagram post.
Yeah.
But then don't even bother reading the comments. Because in the comments, little Nikki, I said, I'm here too. Hashtag, I'm here too. So you would think that he would read it and say, oh, let me go find the guy.
Look. So how was your night
It was good.
with your female friend?
It was good. It was good. I did not post on my personal Instagram last night. I was engulfed in conversation.
Yes, you were.
So I forgot to pull out my phone. I have to take out my phone.
Wanna
By
go
the
back
way,
to the videotape?
yeah. By the way, oh, you have videotape of me? Did you actually videotape me?
No,
Did you actually see me and
That
not
would
come
be
over?
sick.
That would be insulting if you saw me and didn't come over.
I did see you.
So why don't you come over then? That is insulting now.
You were sitting right in front of the sushi stand at the
I
bar,
was sitting in front of the sushi stand
with
at
your
the bar.
back literally
To the restaurant.
Yes.
Right. Were you like at the next table and I didn't see you? You're like a secret agent, man.
I'll play the conversations I heard later
Yeah.
on the radio show.
So you see me, but then don't come over. What's up with that?
Because it would not be polite to interrupt you and your female friend.
How do you not, little Nicky?
Yes.
That is so rude. I'm like insulted
No,
now.
it would be rude
Don't
for me to
be.
interrupt.
can't
I
believe
wouldn't
that.
have said hi either.
You would not have said hello either?
No, I
Listen,
don't want to
Brad
interrupt.
twisted the story. We were all talking about going to this restaurant because
I did not twist the story.
we frequent the restaurant a lot after
Yeah, but
work.
and you
Because we eat there, we have a drink, it's comfortable, it's around the corner, we know everybody in there.
1 second.
I said I'm going. He's like I'm going. I was like, well, we both can't go at the
That's-
same time.
that's not-
He's like I'm going to be there with a female
That's
friend,
not
and
exactly.
I'm like,
What's
that-
with
I'm
the
going to be
air
there by
quotes?
me with just me alone.
No, 1 second. That's not exact because the way he said it, you know how Squeeze sometimes says things facetiously?
Yes.
Like he's joking around.
All the time.
Okay. So he says to me, I'm gonna be there too, like ha ha ha, I'm gonna like, crash your date or whatever, whatever I'm with. So like ha ha ha, but I didn't know he was serious when he was gonna be there. And so then he shows up and then he
I
doesn't
didn't say
even
anything. I was nice.
and then he doesn't even say anything. If you come, then you gotta at that point come over and say hello. And by the way, I'm posting on my Facebook page at Brad Bernstein. I am live, so you can watch me on my Facebook page at Brad Bernstein. You can also watch us live on Facebook at Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein. You can watch us live on David Squeeze Annakie's Facebook page.
That is true.
You can watch us live on YouTube. You can watch us live on YouTube, by the way, is Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein. You can watch us live on Periscope at Spar Bernstein. And the cool thing is, it's a different camera for every feed. It's retarded, but it's a different camera for every feed. Eventually,
It's
well,
okay.
it's retarded because that's not how you do things. You should have one camera for everything.
No.
Yes.
Different angles. It's good. So if someone doesn't
But-
like
but-
one
but-
angle, they can go see the
No,
other
but
angle.
there should be maybe multiple cameras, but whatever, there shouldn't be a different show on different networks. So, like, if it's different, you understand what I'm saying? So you can watch us on all of these things, and you could also call us right now. We have 12 open lines, 93.5 FM, tri-state metropolitan area. Some
saying
people,
that,
some
huh?
people like to say tri-state. Some people like to say the New York metropolitan area. So what I say is I kind of combine the two.
What's the New York metropolitan area?
The tri-state area. It's the same exact thing. New York, Connecticut, New Jersey, Nassau County, Suffolk, Bergen, Passaic, Essex, right? Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island,
Say Suffolk again.
Suffolk,
Okay.
Westchester. Why? What's wrong with the way I say it?
No, just listen to the way you say it.
Yeah. You know, it's so funny. I was in over the weekend. I went over to shop at Saks Fifth Avenue. So I said, "Hey, could I, get some help? I'm looking for my size here." And the guy says, "Wow, a real New Yorker! I haven't seen a real New Yorker in the longest time." He goes, "Talk to me a little more. I haven't heard that New York accent in such a long, because there's no such thing as a New York accent anymore.
Right.
Because everybody's from somewhere else."
Everyone is from somewhere else.
Yeah. So the guy was all excited that
was-
I actually had a real New York accent.
I was having dinner
He
on,
thought I was-
Sunday with a female friend, and
Yeah,
I
I
was
s-
saying to
yeah,
that
I-
female
I-
friend,
why do you have to throw it out there that it's female? Why couldn't it have been a male friend?
Exactly, that's what I was
All right,
saying.
why does it have to be a female friend?
Exactly.
Why do you have to throw it out of the atmosphere that it's that so-
and I said, everyone in this restaurant is an immigrant.
Yes, it's amazing.
Everyone. I said, listen,
Yeah,
and she was like, no. I said, just listen.
yeah. All of New York City.
All immigrants.
Yes, when we went out to that club,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Squeeze and I went out to a club a week ago, little Nicky.
Yes.
I did not have my business cards. If I had my business
Darn.
cards, yes. If I had my business cards, I would just sit at this unnamed club. I wouldn't have to do any other promotion, just sit there, because every person was from another country.
Yep.
There was no person who was born in New York.
You actually got a client.
I did get a client from South Africa.
Yep.
Yes, nice woman.
Very nice
Yes.
woman.
Very. Why do you have to say very nice? Why couldn't it just be nice? Why do you have to throw it out in the atmosphere that's very nice?
Because she's very nice.
All right, let's answer immigration questions. Let's
what
answer
we're doing.
other legal questions. Let's do something else here. I had 0 coffee today. I am going on fumes, Mr. Squeeze. Fumes. You ever go on you ever drive your car and it goes to empty, and then the red light goes on, and then the arrow goes beyond the empty mark,
Yeah,
and then you're like, how
Your
much?
heart's
And then
beating.
your heart's beating. You're like, I don't
How
want
much further
How
you
much
can go?
further can I go? Where's the gas
What's
station?
the Seinfeld?
It's true. That was a Seinfeld. But I happened to be the other day, and then I got to the gas station, because the arrow was beyond the.
Right.
And there was like a line of like 12 cars, and then I'm like, you know what?
What if I'm going to make it?
I said,
You're
said,
gonna look like an
I,
ass in this car.
I said, I am not waiting 12 cars to fill up my car with gas. It's like 45 minutes. I said, I'm just gonna, risk it for the biscuit, and go to the next gas station. And I want you to know, at that point, it was about 1.5 miles, 2 miles down the road. My heart was beating. I'm like, what a fool I would be on a Sunday afternoon on Mother's Day, running out of gas, right?
Oh, man, that would be crazy.
But that's how I feel right now. I feel I'm risking it for the biscuit. Risk it for the biscuit. You ever hear that?
Brisket? No, I've never heard that one.
Right. Risk it for the brisket probably is better than sounds better than biscuit. But
I've never heard that either.
you don't even know what brisket is. Do you know what brisket is?
It's like a type of meat.
It's a type of meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to risk it for the brisket.
Brisket. Brisket for the biscuit.
I don't know. Making stuff up. 1-800-529-54. This is what happens when you're on fumes, Squeeze. This is what happens when you are on fumes.
Fumes.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Let's go.
All right. I'm ready. Nobody has any questions. Nobody wants to interact with us.
Nobody?
All
right.
Sophia Gray is sharing. Sophia, by the way, she wins. Sophia wins the airplane ticket. She was the first person to make a comment. All right. So just contact Squeeze. He will be more
Was
than
that
happy.
the question we said we would ask?
Yeah.
Or was it the person who gives the most shares?
Oh, person who gives the most shares. Never mind, Sophia. We're taking it back. All right. Julian.
All right, let's
Julian,
wrap
by
up
the
that
way,
ice.
Julian,
All right.
By the way, Julian loves this. Shaney Bay Smith always watches every day. Tanet's always watches up every day. Wake up, everybody. That's a new person. I don't know if I've seen Wake Up Everybody before.
That's their ID? Yeah,
That's their
I've
ID.
seen that
You've
ID.
seen Wake Up Everybody before? All right, well then welcome back, Wake Up Everybody. Tamika Nelson, Lisa Bling-Rose always follows us. It's very quiet there in the cyber world today.
Very quiet.
Very quiet on WVIP. Only one person, Jane, on hold. Very quiet on YouTube at Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein. By the way, if you haven't done so yet, you can follow David Squeeze Annakie on Instagram at David Squeeze Annakie. You could also follow me on Instagram at Bernstein_Brad. You could also follow me on Facebook at Brad Bernstein. You could also like Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein.
So we're not confusing anyone by adding more.
There's just 100 of them. You know what?
We're not, right? By adding more, we're not, right?
At some point, little Nicky,
Yes.
at some point, we will be owning every domain name in the world. And then you can just follow anybody you want, and you're following us. How's that for an idea, Squeeze?
I'm just saying,
Yes.
Last time I, decided to.
Right.
We
Can you
should just
imagine? Can you imagine?
stream everywhere. No, you're confusing everybody.
Yeah, can you imagine, like, oh yeah, you can follow us on Freddie, Fred. Yep, that's Squeeze. You
Yeah.
can follow us on
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But it seems to be working out just fine.
Yes.
Right? People are following you and liking you and
I guess.
growing
I guess.
membership fan base.
I guess. What do I know?
All right.
All right.
All right,
I just followed directions.
Did you earn a friend last night?
No, I lost friends last night.
Okay.
I lost a friend. He didn't come over. He didn't say hello to me at the restaurant. So that was one friend lost.
Hey,
Yes.
nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. All right, let's go to Jane.
All right. Jane, thank you so much for calling 1-800-529-5465, 1-800-LawLink. It's your turn.
And by the way, Jane, 1 second. We're going to answer your question. Nobody has any calls. It's just going to leave us more and more time to do page 21. We'll have plenty. We'll have like 20
just
minutes
talk.
to do page 21. Jane, how are you?
Yes, good morning. A blessed
morning.
good morning to all of you, Squeeze and all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Morning.
Yes, I have to find out something. There's a situation that involves estate, will, Social Security. Who do you recommend me to speak to?
You have a Social Security issue?
Yeah, it involves a will and estate.
Oh, the state? Okay, you would be Megan in my office. Hold on one second, okay? Hold on.
Briefing.
All right, Megan, by the way, handles the state work, and so line 1 is.
That comes under family law?
Yeah, she does both, Wilson Estates.
Okay.
All right, 1-800-529-5465. Karen.
Hi, morning, Brad.
Good morning.
Queen.
Good morning.
I enjoy your program.
Well, thank you so much for enjoying our program. We do appreciate it.
I enjoy that you listen, or you watch us, or you do both.
Both.
Both, I appreciate it. Thank you.
We do.
Question. I have a friend that came up the 18th of March and the 12th of March and got married the 18th of March. And he stayed and now he's going to do the filing. Is that okay?
He came up what day?
The 12th of March this year.
And when did he get married?
The 18th.
Of March.
Yes.
He got married 6 days later.
Yes.
Okay, so that could be considered a misrepresentation if his intention was to come to the United States, get married, and to stay. It may not be a misrepresentation if he came to the United States, got married, was going home, but still that's kind of iffy, and then changed his mind. I would suggest before he does anything, he has a private, confidential, attorney-privileged conversation with us in our office.
Okay.
All right?
Well, the person is in Georgia.
Then we have those same conversations over the phone in a private conversation over the telephone.
All right. I'll ask them to give you a call.
Thank you. All right.
Okay.
Especially in Georgia, they don't mess around over there. Hold on. 1-800, Georgia, immigration.
Atlanta,
They don't mess around there in Atlanta.
Georgia.
Sounds like you're nasally when you say that.
Atlanta, Georgia.
That's not Atlanta accent, little Nicky.
Okay.
It's not.
Not. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-5. You would hate Atlanta, Squeeze. It's just too slow for
Let's say I have
you. You've been there.
done my
People love Atlanta.
share of Atlanta, Georgia.
People love it.
I think it's okay.
Decatur County.
It's all right. Decatur.
Decatur. 1-800-529. There is no sound again.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure it out.
It's changed the rig
On which one?
on Facebook. We have had no sound. Take the rig out and put a different rig in.
This
Yeah.
is the second time.
There's another one right there.
Where? No, I just took that out. Seems to be all of them.
Are you sure? You guys tested it? You sure it's not?
I tested it on my phone and then the sound went out again.
It went out? Why are we waiting?
Why are we waiting?
Yeah.
I don't know why we're waiting.
This is okay. So let's.
She's just supposed to take care of it and not stop the show.
But let's go to Alicia.
Let's see. All right.
Anytime.
1-800. Oh, the sound was good then, little Nicky.
I told you it was all right.
It was fine.
You see?
And then they lost it, and now hopefully it's back again.
You see, I told you you can't believe everything everyone says. Maybe it's their phone, their device.
Maybe 1-800-5. You have to test your own, little Nicky.
I am. Have mine
So
over here.
right. So in other words,
I'm
if someone says
testing
there's
it
no
now.
sound, check it out on your phone before you start unwiring stuff in the future. 1-800-529-5465. Alicia,
Hi, Brad.
how
Hi,
are
David.
you?
How are
How
you?
you doing?
David.
Great.
David,
Great.
what's happening?
I'm good. I have a question for you guys.
Yes.
First, I must say thank you very much for your informative program.
Yes.
I've learned a lot from you guys. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much.
Right. I just want to point out to Marissa, who's watching us on YouTube. I lived in Atlanta for a year. I love Atlanta. I was just saying that David may not like it.
I
was
like
not
it.
in.
It's
Oh, you
okay.
may like it. Okay, fine.
okay.
Okay, Alyssa, because Marissa got insulted. I'm not insulting Atlanta.
You
It's a
lived in
great city.
Decatur.
I lived in Decatur. Yes, Alicia,
Yes, it is.
how are you?
All right. I'm good.
What's
Great.
going on?
All right. The question is, if you married an American citizen, right, and how soon can you get a waiver to travel if you have an emergency back home?
What's the emergency?
Like, for example, if you need to attend a court hearing or something like that.
Generally, they will give you advance parole in 90 days. Generally, they will expedite it for a humanitarian purpose, such as a death in the family. What is the court hearing for? Is it a criminal case or a
No,
civil
it's
case?
like an appeal, like an appeal, a tribunal appeal, so it's not anything criminal or civil.
You can try to go down to local USCIS office, try and show that you have a pending advance parole application, a pending adjustment, and get not something from your lawyer, but something from the court saying it's mandatory that you appear. And it's possible or likely they would give it to you. The only certainty that they would give it to you on an emergency basis is for a death. Everything else, for business purposes, they generally do, and this would be a business purpose, but I would get something from the court, not from the lawyer.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
You have a wonderful day, you guys.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Once again, folks, we're here for the Brad and Squeeze show. My name happens to be David Annakie, a.k.a. Squeeze.
And by the way,
Bradford H.
SMG, congratulations to SMG, who is graduating from business school today.
Congratulations.
He is not able to come because he's preparing for his graduation. And, he's not preparing for his graduation. He's had plenty of time to join in on the conversation right here on Facebook, SMG.
Yeah.
So, therefore, if he was able to join here, maybe he could have come to do the morning show and then gone to graduation in the afternoon.
He could have.
He could have, right?
I asked him. Remember I confronted him. Like, so what's up?
Yeah, he has the time to come on and see what's going on to make sure we're not lambasting him.
Calling me at 2 o'clock in the morning, say, "Hey, I'm in the city."
I'm going to tell you something. This guy.
Right now, I'm quite sure he's going like.
This guy has called it quits about a month ago. I see the writing on the wall already. All right, 1-800-529.
Like, the hell with that company.
Yeah,
I'm out.
Yeah,
Literally.
And I'm going to tell you something.
At night.
I'm going to tell you
before the graduation.
Had he not joined, had I not seen him on Facebook just join in to watch the show, I would not have lambasted him.
But he completed business school last year.
I know.
And the graduation is this year.
Yeah.
Does
everything half this backwards.
It's this thing.
All right, 1-800, and now you know he's getting all insulted, right?
Yep.
Is he insulted now?
I know
If he's insulted, then I did my job right.
I know the SMG gene pool.
Then I did my job right. Congratulations.
Yep. You are now at the head of the class.
Yes. All right. Well, no, in all honesty, I do wish him best of luck and congratulations. It's amazing that he's able to do all of this, and he's going to go off to medical school eventually and be a businessman and a doctor and a professional. And he will be far, 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 I can guarantee you, he will be far, 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 far more successful than he ever will be here sitting as the sidekick SMG. So we wish him...
Some idiot forced him to go to business school.
All the best of luck in that. All right, 1-800-529-5465. Simone.
Hi, Brad. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Hello, my darling, and good morning.
I'm good. Brad, I talked to you about a week ago. I was talking to you about my daughter who went to the embassy and did her interview and everything, but her case was in administrative process. And you told me to give it until the 15th of this month.
Right.
Anyways, I give it until the 15th, and they actually changed the status to ready on the 15th. But when I checked back yesterday, which is the 16th, it changed back. They updated and it changed back to administrative process. Is that normal?
Yeah, anything's normal. Obviously, they're backed up. There's a huge backup on these cases, and obviously they're backed up, and they're trying to schedule people, and that's what you see is happening here. If you're concerned, make an appointment to come see me, and let us take a look at it for you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, that would be at this point, that would be my advice to you. Okay. Hold on one second.
Thank you.
Hold on one second. I try to tell people to wait it out, but then, when they get concerned, you want to go see a lawyer because I don't know whether I'm going to go make it go faster or not. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I have no idea because I'm not sure what the problem is. Mm-hmm. But what I will do is make sure that they feel very comfortable that, after we check it out, that everything's cool. Okay. Everything's okay. And you know what? There's something to be said about low anxiety and sleeping well. Right?
Yep.
Why am I hearing voices in my head?
Because it's your phone.
Not my phone. My phone's off. That's little Nikki's phone. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. Now Marissa's my friend again. She says, okay, thumbs up. All right, I like Atlanta. 1-800-529-5465. You can watch us on Periscope. You can watch us on Periscope at Spar Bernstein.
You can watch us on all the main social media platforms. Facebook, David Squeeze Annakie, Spar Bernstein, Bradford _Bernstein.
For what? Facebook?
You see, you're confusing.
No. Facebook is Brad Bernstein, David Squeeze Annakie. Law office is a Spar Bernstein. Immigration group something.
That's it.
Right?
Brad and Squeeze.
Brad and Squeeze Show. On YouTube, it's just Law Office is a Spar Bernstein. On Periscope, it's Spar Bernstein. On WVIP, it's 93.5 on your FM dial. On TuneIn, it's TuneIn WVIP. On, what else we got? Instagram, we're not live on Instagram.
You know
There's no reason why we're not live on Instagram other than some guy who's getting a business degree today says it's not necessary, although I kind of disagree on that.
I don't know why you would think that when there are viewers on Instagram.
Apparently there are. Apparently somebody's on Instagram somewhere, right?
Apparently.
So maybe we should start broadcasting live on. You have 100,000 people follow you on
Now
Instagram.
that guy is gone.
Yeah, maybe we should do that. I don't know. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. Ah! One of my favorite viewers. Berta Bella Berta. I love the name. Berta Bella. No, I'm sorry. It's Berta Bella Baba. Love the name. Makes me laugh. 1-800-529-5465. I know her. She always yells at me. Stop saying my name like that. Berta Bella Baba. Maxine.
Hello, good morning.
How are you?
Good morning, Maxine. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
What's happening?
Good.
Okay, I'm married to a U.S. citizen. I go to an interview on February 7th, so they told me I'd heard something 60 days. But now I received a letter saying the case is still pending. Should I worry about that?
What does it say that the case is pending? It wouldn't say pending. Is it literally said the word pending?
Yeah, it's pending. That's what I see on it.
Well, if they said that you were going to get approved and now you haven't, obviously something has intervened in that approval notification.
Yeah.
Either the immigration officer had a change of heart and said, I'm not sure if this is going to be a real marriage or not, and we're going to give you a Stokes interview. Mm-hmm. Or maybe he said you're going to be approved and your fingerprints had not cleared and they still have not cleared. And he said, all right, I promised this woman an answer in 60 days. I'm just writing a letter to her and getting the file off my desk. And when the fingerprints clear, I'll write her again. I don't know. It's hard to, interpret, general letters from the Immigration Service without actually going and speaking to them and looking into a case. It could simply be that,
Could simply be simply that.
it's just a simple answer, or it could be something that you should be worried about, that
So what should she do?
Come see me.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right. So hold on 1 minute. Let me set up an appointment.
Wow,
for you,
you
all
are
right?
very,
What?
very,
Very,
very
very
quick.
what?
Very quick. I had more to tell her, but you were very quick to say, nope, that's it for you.
I didn't say that's it for her. I just meant that I knew that she was going to need your service. So why
Okay.
waste time?
Okay.
Well, we can go back to all these people on the phone lines. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-LAWLINK.
And by the way, this is the show where we do not answer any immigration questions today, because nobody seems to have any immigration questions today. This is the show of no immigration answers
Nikki.
today.
Yes.
By the
Can I
way,
get a social media question?
This show. Oh, I can give you social media questions. This show is brought to you.
You trying to push little Nikki out?
Yes, this show is brought to you by USA Credit Repair, Squeeze.
What about that company?
That company.
Someone
What?
hit me up the other day and said you don't do USA Credit. You don't do page 21 the way you used to.
Yeah, it's not the same. Well, because I used
And
to.
I said I know.
That's really Brad.
I can tell you how.
Brad.
I know.
Brad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you want to know why? It's you ever
Here we go.
You ever see, you're part of a union, and the truckers say, you know what, I'm not happy with the deal, and
What if I did that? What would happen?
And then they start to slow down a little bit.
What if I would do that?
I think this is like a slow down on page 21, because I'm really not happy with that deal. That I have to put all my effort and energy for 5 minutes out of the show to scream and yell, turn red, lose my voice, make up a whole scenario I don't make up a scenario that USA Credit doesn't do what they do, but like make up a whole commercial off the top of my head. It's very taxing and energizing and energy inducing to do page 21 on a daily basis. So I think I'm just in a general slowdown now, unhappy with the bad deal that I signed.
All 60 seconds of doing it, right?
Can you forward that information to the USA Credit Repair people? Do you think that, what do you think? Because I have said that to the USA Credit Repair people before, and they've listened very diligently, and they listened to all of my complaints, and their only response back was they gave me the middle finger. That's it. I said, "That's your response?" They go, "Yep. Look at page 21. Here's the middle finger."
Middle finger of what?
Whatever their middle finger was. So page 21, I got to do it. USA Credit Repair, here for you today, there for you tomorrow. It's a contract that I signed. I tried to do a slowdown. It doesn't seem to work. Whatever I do to wiggle out of this contract, they got me by the kahungas.
What's a kahungas?
You know exactly what the kahunga is.
Balls?
And yes, and that's where USA Credit Repair.
Basketballs?
Baseball? In my case, it's more baseballs than basketballs, but short Jewish guy. Well, but they do, even though they got me by the kahungas. Okay, and I mean they got you, little Nicky, in this contract. Okay, when somebody could just give you the finger and say, just go do it. Too bad. Okay, with the USA Credit Repair, they're tough on me, but they're good for everybody else. They are very, very good for everybody else, this USA Credit Repair company. Okay? I mean, I have not come, I'm sure there's somebody that that USA Credit Repair has had to refund money to. I am sure they exist, because after 90 days, and they got some kahungas to say this too. Okay? So, little Nikki, are you paying attention to this?
Yes, I'm multitasking.
Okay, don't multitap. This is important, page 21.
Okay.
Pay attention. So, yes. So, the USA Credit Repair people, they got these big kahungas, okay, compared to, some other people. And they give you this money-back guarantee.
Right.
That if your credit is not better 90 days from the day you hire USA Credit Repair, they're going to hand you back all your money. Every last penny.
I think that's
a
win-win.
That is called big kahungas. That is called putting your money.
Kahungas, is that English?
I don't know.
Sounds Hawaiian.
Maybe it is. Maybe I don't know where the word originates from, but I know everybody knows what I'm talking about. Okay? And they give you this money back guarantee. So you have absolutely, if you got credit below 700, and by the way, I just checked my credit through USA Credit Repair. I called them up.
Look good.
And they said, Mr. Bernstein, it's 760. There's not a lot I can do for you. I go, you look good. You must pay your bills on time. I go, I do. Thank you. But for the time.
We could get you into the 800 club.
In the past, I'm good at 760, but thank you. Okay, for everybody else who is below 700, and that's true, I called you up. I said, let me check my credit. Can you check it for me? I have no idea.
Yep.
So even people who don't know what their credit is.
You look good, though.
What?
You look good.
I look good. My credit. Thank you. Yeah. So, but even for people who don't know what their credit is,
just try to keep your credit consumption below 33%.
My debt to whatever
income ratio.
Whatever
your
it is,
DTI.
Right. DTI.
Your DTI.
God, my DTI.
I know those USA Credit Repair.
You know those credit repair guys, right?
They know more than most people.
So if you don't know where your DTI stands, okay? If you have no idea where your DTI stands, okay?
You need to get in touch with those guys.
You need to get in touch with those guys.
All right, listen.
So, no. Let me finish here. You don't have to listen up. I'm not taking too long because yesterday I didn't talk about USA Credit Repair. So I feel the need that I have to make up for lost ground. Okay? You don't
Seems
know.
fair.
You don't know what your DTI is. Okay? DTI. What is the DTI? I don't know. Honey, do you know what your DTI is? No, I have no idea what my DTI is. You know who does know what your DTI is? USA Credit Repair knows what your DTI is. So you should be calling them up. It's absolutely free to speak to them. Free! F-R-E-E-E-E-E-E-E!
That's not how free spelled.
Well, yeah, when you go free, that's how it's spelled. That's why people are like, yeah, we're all happy. So F-R-E-E-E-E-E-E, free! Free! To call USA Credit Repair, 1-800-USA-7177. It's so easy. You pick up the phone, you dial it. Hey, what's my DTI? And if somebody on USA Credit Repair says, let me have your, what do they ask you to find out your DTI?
Basically, they just pull your credit.
They pull your credit.
They look at all your expenses.
They say, ma'am,
and they look
sir.
at your, and they figure out, ask some questions about your revenue.
So for example, if Cordella Willery, who shares and watches us every day, maybe her credit's 850. I have no idea. But if Cordella, I'm just pulling you out of the clear blue. Cordella, who watches us regularly, okay? She calls up USA Credit and she says, hey, what's my DTI? They're going to pull your credit. They'll tell you what your DTI is. They're going to tell you what your credit score is. And they're going to say, lady, you need USA Credit Repair. Your credit's below 700, and we're going to give you a money-back guarantee in 90 days. Or they're going to say something like this to me, Mr. Bernstein, you're looking beautiful.
Yep.
That was exactly the words that I heard. Mr. Bernstein, you're looking. I want you to know something.
Even last night.
Every time.
In that restaurant.
Every
With
time.
that female.
Yes. Every time I feel bad about the way I look. Every time I'm going to look in the mirror now, little Nikki. And sometimes you feel bad about the way you look. Nobody's always perfect, right? You always have these.
True.
Unless you're David.
Little insecurities.
Everyone has their little insecurities. I am going to call USA Credit Repair just so somebody can say, hey, Mr. Bernstein, you look beautiful. You look beautiful today, Mr. Bernstein.
You look nice right now.
Thank you
I
very
like
much.
your-
1-800.
You too, Squeeze.
1-800.
Oh, thank you so much.
What is it? 1-800. What is the telephone number?
872-7177.
1-800-872-7177.
Or you can go to WeFixBadCredit.com.
WeFixBadCredit.com. 1-800-USA-7177. 1-800-872-7177. Call USA Credit Repair now. There are people standing by at this very moment.
You have to slow down with the number.
I will slow down, but there are people standing by at this very moment.
Operators are standing by.
Standing by.
Got to do it like operators are standing by.
But that's BS. They're sitting by their desk. They are not standing.
Operators are
sitting
standing by
at
their
the-
desk.
That doesn't sound as exciting.
Call
Operators are sitting at their desk.
1-800-872-7177.
Operators are sitting, waiting at the
1-800 USA.
Operators are patiently
sitting
waiting,
there.
sitting there. But they are. They're actually patiently waiting, sitting there. And it's not
This call
operators.
is being
and it's
measured for quality assurance.
And it's not operators. It's not operators. These are real, what are they called? Debt counselors. Credit counselors.
Senior credit consultants.
Senior credit consultants.
No, senior certified credit consultants.
Senior certified credit
We
consultants.
fired everybody who wasn't certified.
And who was a junior. 1-800-872-7177. 1-800-872-7177. Cordella
says,
I'm
yes.
fine. I know. I called her out. She's calling me back out. She goes, Brad, you're fine. Thank you very much. 1-800-872-7177. 1-800-872-7177. I have fulfilled my obligations to page 21. Let's go to Gabrielle.
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 Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, Gabrielle? I love that name,
doing
Gabrielle.
fine.
Yes, I like that name too. It's my daughter's name.
Thank you.
You know why I like it, Gabrielle?
Because it's my daughter's name.
No,
What?
it has to do with Eastern European.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I'm just my daughter.
Okay.
That's why I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, Gabrielle, what can I do to help you today?
First of all, I want to congratulate you on the good work that you all are doing.
Thank you
I
very much.
enjoy listening to your program.
Every time I hear that, my day gets better.
Yes. Yes.
I love. By the way, did I tell you I love you?
Now,
Yeah,
Gabrielle, I just like to do some market research here. Do you listen to us on WVIP?
No, on Facebook.
On Facebook.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this question. Do you prefer David Squeeze Annakie's Facebook page or the law offices of Spar and Bernstein's Facebook page? And please tell me why. I'm just be honest.
Well, I only listen to Spar and Bernstein.
There you are. I love Gabrielle. Thank you
Wow.
very much. Thank you, Gabrielle.
Thank you so much, Gabrielle.
Yes, thank you. I didn't know
Thank you so
that.
much for only listening to the Spar Bernstein's
correct.
Facebook page
That
and
is
not David
correct.
Squeezaniki's Facebook
That is
page.
correct. Yeah,
Thank-
That
Gabrielle.
doesn't mean that we love you any less.
Exactly.
Thank you so much.
Exactly. But you can only pick one,
I
unfortunately.
take my love back.
You can no, don't be.
I take my love back,
He's
Gabrielle.
He's so
petty.
fragile, very fragile.
Yeah, that's a good word.
Very fragile. All right,
Gabrielle knows I'm true.
Gabrielle, what's up?
One question.
Yes.
I came in and I had a consultation with Jenny
Uh-huh.
on the 1st of April.
Okay.
I'll be coming in to start my process
Great.
the 1st of June.
Great.
But I have a question here. I got married to a U.S. citizen. We were doing our filing with your law firm.
Okay.
However, I have a 17-year-old back home. She'll be coming up in July. I just wanted to know, even though I could wait till I come in to find this out, I just wanted to know if we should let her stay here and do the filing process or let her stay back home.
Well, this is what you should do. You're married now, correct?
Yes, I
And
am.
she's 17. She
Yes, she is.
should come up to visit you. For
Yes,
only
she'll be coming in July.
Right, only to visit, nothing else.
Okay.
If she decides after 90 days that she likes it here, then
Yes.
you can come in and talk to me about her green card and she can stay here.
Okay.
Got it?
All right. All right. Thank you so
You're
much.
very welcome.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye-bye, Gabrielle.
Bye-bye. I like Gabrielle.
Bye, Gabrielle.
I like Gabrielle.
Bye.
You know what?
All right, thanks.
I'm going to tell you, people like Gabrielle make my day really nice. She has a nice, sweet, pleasant disposition, pleasant voice, beautiful name, watches me on Facebook, watches Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein on Facebook, has to choose one, picks Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein. And therefore...
She was already a client.
And therefore, she watches Law
She
Offices
was
of Spar
already
and
a client.
Bernstein on Facebook.
She was already a
Law
client.
Offices of Spar and
She
Bernstein.
was already
All
a
right,
client.
So let's
Did my homework.
Let's do some more market research with Stephanie. Stephanie, how are you?
Stephanie, how are you doing?
I'm well. Good morning.
A pleasant one at that. Thank you so much for joining yours truly, Squeeze, of course, and Mr. Bernstein. And where do you
Yes,
listen to us?
I wanted to thank you guys for offering this. I've been listening for years, so I thank you guys for this
She
platform.
listens on 93.5 then.
You listen on 93.5, right?
Yes, I do. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there are people who listen on 93.5.
And
Lots of people.
why do you choose 93.5? What wooed you into 93.5?
Well, I mean, I have been listening for years and years and years.
Was it? Let me ask you a question. Was it a radio personality by the name of David Squeeze Annakie that got you to originally listen to 93.5 FM?
Yes,
That's what he's trying. That's what he's trying to ask.
Yeah, was it a guy with the biggest mouth on that station
Yes.
by the name of Squeeze?
Yes.
Yelling
Yes.
out by the
Okay,
line for
so
credit?
that's all right. So all right. So therefore, Little Nicky, so far the score is 1 Brad, 1 Squeeze.
All right, no problem.
right.
You can fly to Jamaica with me next weekend. All right, free tickets.
Look how happy he got all of a sudden, right?
Free tickets.
This is great. I'm not making this stuff up. Look how
Somebody
happy he got.
listens to
tickets.
Squeeze.
Look how happy he got. He's now happy again. All right, what's your
I can hear
question?
it.
What's your question?
Okay, so I'm calling on behalf of a friend who she can't listen in because she has to be at work early, but
Right.
she's engaged currently. She is a U.S. citizen. She was born here. Her fiancé, he lives in Barbados. So she wanted to know what was the quickest process as far as getting him here.
A fiance
to
visa. The fiance visa is the quickest way. So
It is the quickest
It
one.
is the absolute. If unless he has a visa already and he's just gonna come up and stay.
Okay, so he does have like a regular traveling visa.
All right. So
already.
again, I mean, I answered this question 150 times, but I'll answer it again because it's really important. Okay, you cannot come to the United States on a visitor's visa for purposes of living in the United States. You cannot come to the United States on a visitor's visa for purposes of getting married. You cannot come
Right.
to the United States
To have a baby.
to have a baby. None of this stuff. You can only come to the United States to visit. So he has a visitor's visa. Let him come visit. Now, what the law says, which is how I just answered the last question, I just tell people what the law says. Okay? I don't know what's in anybody's heart, mind, or anything else. I can only tell you what the law says. What the law says is if you come here with the intention of visiting, and you visit, and after 90 days you've said, wow, my intentions have now changed, that's okay. If you come to the United States with the intention of showing a visitor's visa, but in your heart you're living here forever, And you show that by getting married within your first 90 days, making plans for a marriage within the first 90 days, going to a doctor to set up birth here in the United States, within your first 90 days, or even just giving birth here, period. Okay? Now you've violated your visa, meaning that you've made a misrepresentation when you came to the airport because you had the wrong intention of what the purpose of you coming here for. So the answer is, the fiancé visa is the appropriate visa to bring a fiancé up to the United States, and then to get married within the first 90 days of your entry. Because if you come on a fiancé visa, there's no misrepresentation. This person's coming here to get married. Get married day 2, day 3, day 5. It doesn't matter. If he's coming up on a visitor's visa, he must be coming up to truly visit. And then after 90 days, if he changes his mind, so be it.
Got it.
Got it?
Got it?
I got it.
All right.
I'm going to refer her to come into you for further consultation.
Fantastic.
If need be.
Fantastic.
All right, before you go, just wanted to make one little adjustment. Have you ever heard of this thing called Facebook?
Of course.
You've got to get on Facebook and start listening to us on Facebook.
And by the way,
Because you get a whole lot more there.
Yes, because there's a lot more interaction than on the radio. But sometimes you're driving, you can't do it.
Yeah.
Okay. But I will say this:
Right.
if you also check out on our Instagram account, we pull every so often. Like, we're probably going to do it 2 or 3 times a week.
Yesterday was funny.
We'll pull like whatever we think was the funniest part of the show, not the most informative. Because we like to be very informative, but we also like to be cool and funny too. So we're going to pull the funniest part of our show 2 or 3 times a week, and we're going to put it up on our personal Instagram pages on David Squeeze Annakie, on Bernstein _Brad, and so check it out. Yesterday's we pulled the whole thing with Melania Trump that we said, the whole concept that, if Melania was living in Washington, D.C.
And when we get the studio built properly, we'll be able to do replays.
Yes, right,
Right now, if we want to play it,
Right,
let's go to it.
Yeah, like Melania was...
We're still in my mom's basement.
Yeah, Melania, if Melania's living in New York, but if she was living in Washington, D.C. with Trump, he would have better things to do than wake up at 3 a.m, freak out, and start tweeting stuff like a crazy man, right? So we have a whole thing on Instagram about that. It was a funny moment of the day from yesterday. You can check it out at Bernstein _Brad or David Squeeze Annakie. And thanks for listening, and I appreciate you listening all these years. And thank you, David Squeeze Annakie, because if it wasn't for David Squeeze Annakie, Stephanie would have never known about us.
Well,
That's
thank you
right.
so much,
That's
Stephanie.
right.
I love you, Stephanie.
All right.
Ready
Love
for
you right.
All right. And I'm the bigger man, and I love Stephanie too. I'm happy.
Sure, you're the bigger man.
And she hangs the phone up.
Sure, you're the bigger man.
And
Ready
she
for
hangs
social media?
Yes, social media check-in. Still waiting, by the way. DJ Mario promised me about 6 months ago the introduction.
Still works for us?
I have no idea. Maybe not. Maybe that's why I didn't get it. The introduction.
Maybe at least I fired him.
The introduction to the social media check-in.
Everybody at Link Up Media works whenever they feel like, and still keeps their job. That must be the
you have
greatest.
a nice boss.
You have a nice boss.
You know?
Yeah. You know what happens, little Nikki? If you
Ask
work,
Zenmar.
if you work when you feel like it,
I would
Quite
get
sure
the
you
boot.
you would be on the unemployment lines, little Nikki.
I'd get the boot.
You would get the boot.
By the way, I did not say happy birthday to my mom on the radio yesterday.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Okay, but it was her birthday yesterday.
Yes. Very, very nice.
So I want to say, I did say happy birthday yesterday, but not on the radio. So happy birthday to a wonderful lady by the
Wonderful.
name of Joanna Chambers,
Yes.
who happens to be in a private jet right now
Ooh.
on our way to Jamaica. Jet is so private, it's got about 200 other people on it.
But she's in a private seat.
Yes.
That's all her own.
And yes, it's all her own seat.
Right. And this private
checked her
jet
myself
and this,
online.
And this private jet that she shares with 200 people, would it be called JetBlue?
By George, you're a
Yes,
genius.
it would be called JetBlue.
Yeah, because she didn't want to fly at
Private.
the time that I told her to fly.
That the private jet was
Yeah,
going.
like, I don't like flying at night. I'm like, Mom, but you got but you'll have your own space
All right.
and your own everything.
Happy birthday, Mom, but we got to get the social media check-in. We gotta find
That's
this.
Brad just telling you that he doesn't care about you.
I do care about Mom. It's just I care about the people listening here, too.
Anxiety kicking in at 6 minutes before the top of the hour.
6 minutes before the top of the hour. Shaney Bay Smith, by the way, thank you very much for getting everybody to share. Say Dean Forster, who asked a question a while back, does the same law apply for Canadian citizens if my father's a Canadian citizen before I turn 18 years old? I really don't know what the laws are of Canada, so I can't help you with Canadian. And Sophie Gray, thank you very much for sharing. I'm just going through the feed here. Vina, who watches us from London, says, I really love Atlanta. I apologize to all. I didn't say anything bad. I just said
You
I
always
didn't think
do that.
David.
You always I
didn't mean to
just
bash
like how
Atlanta.
you, as they would say in Jamaican vernacular, you burn out the whole of the Periscope people.
Yeah.
Them.
And Sadine Forster asked the same question again about father becoming a citizen. I really don't know Canadian immigration law. And by the way, Marina says we don't specialize in Canadian. Thank you, Marina. Patricia
Okay.
Benjamin. My husband.
Can Nikki get in?
No,
He can do
my,
it.
my husband has a stepson. How do we go about filing for him? His mother and his stepdad were never married. My husband has a stepson. How do we go about filing for him? His mother and the stepdad. Well, you would. I assume you are the. Well, how does he have a stepson if he never married the mother? Where's the relationship? Is it your?
He wasn't married to his
It's Patricia's stepson, perhaps. It has to be. It has to be her husband's biological son, because he can't have a stepson if you were never married to somebody else.
Right.
All right. So, assuming it's Patricia's biological son, and Patricia married the father before the child turned 18, Patricia would file as a stepmother.
Okay. All right. So listen up, guys. This is David Squeeze Annakie. I think at some point I've got to take the helm here. All right. If you married a U.S. citizen, how soon can you get a waiver to travel if you have an emergency back home?
It depends what the emergency is. If it was the court case, you got to bring something from the court. If it's a death, you can get it overnight.
All right, not a problem. Hello, David. Coming to you, little Nikki. Hold on. You got to be assertive in this. With Brad, you always have to be assertive.
Okay,
Hello,
that's
David
my
and Brad.
husband.
I have a friend who filed to remove his condition of November of last year. He called immigration and they said that they are at February. What does that mean? How long do you think he has to wait for his 10 years?
18 months.
Thank you guys so much.
18 months.
Does my husband have to do a separate petition for my 16-year-old child who is in Jamaica?
Yes.
Or can she come here and he do the adjustment of status?
I've answered that question 7 times today. You can come here on a visitor's visa, wait 90 days if the intention is to visit, then adjust, or just file an I-130 back home and the kid will be here in a year.
Good morning. I have a visiting visa and I come up and spend 4 months and want to go back the next year. Am I going to be in trouble with immigration from Jamaica?
You should be in Jamaica 75% of the time and in the United States 25% of the time. Anything more than that, I think you would have a trouble. So if you stayed here for 4 months, you should stay out of the country for at least 14, 15 months, 13 months, at least a full year, if not longer, before you come back. A good 12, 14, 15 months before you come back.
I am married since 2005. I received my 2-year green card in 2006. I was not working and it did not renew it on time. And me and my wife were now separated but still married. If I filed to renew it in 2017, I already sent them all the proof they requested and I received my fingerprint appointment, which I already did since February 2017. How long should I wait to receive my green card, or do I need you guys?
You need us because you're separated from your wife and you filed something to say you're married.
When changing a person's status who is on a visitor's visa, do they have to pay all the money or are there steps? Whatever. I guess you'll understand that more than I would.
A visitor's visa, have to pay all the money? What money?
I don't know.
I don't know what money you're paying. Pay for just the visitor's visa, there's a fee to pay for the non-immigrant visa fee, that's it.
Hi, good morning, Squeeze and Brad. Do you know why from last week people can't listen to Brad's page from iPhone?
No.
No.
Okay, that one was answered very quickly.
No, I don't know why. I can listen to my page from my iPhone.
And these are good as well.
Yeah.
I would check your iPhone. But if it's multiple people, if it's more than one person who can't listen, and it's more than
That was
one...
just one person, so.
Right. So if we get a bunch of people, I've been able to listen from my iPhone. But if we get a bunch of people, then yeah, we'll check it out.
This concludes the morning show for the Brad and Squeeze Show. Check back at noon. 1-800-529-5465. Let's make this legal. Thank you, USA Credit Repair also. The proceeding was informational only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar Bernstein Law Firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easily remembered, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LawLink. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar Bernstein located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LawLink. That's 1-800-529-5465.